Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, The Mysterious Picture, written by Charles Decoster. So before moving on to the chapter, let's have a profile of the author. Charles Decoster, the father of Belgian literature, was born in Munich. His masterpiece is The Legend of Tile Ullenspiegel and Lame Goudsack, a 16th century romance, which was barely read in Belgium because it did not meet up to the conventional standards of Belgian nationalism. But it gained popularity all over the world. It is considered as one of the classics in Belgian literature. So, this is about the author. Now, let's move on to the chapter, The Mysterious Picture. So, this whole chapter deals with the life of an artist and the importance of art in one's life. The Mysterious Picture. Tile, in the course of his wanderings from court to court, rode to the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg on his donkey. His clothes and appearance attracted everyone's attention. His cap was set smartly on his head, and the 3 bright feathers on it danced in the breeze as he rode. At the main entrance to the palace, the captain of the guards called out to him, "Hey there, you fella on the donkey, we don't allow any loafers here. You and your donkey already look like skeletons." So in the first paragraph itself, we are introduced to the protagonist of this story, Tile. So here, the Tile is a wanderer who moves from one place to another place. He does not have any permanent place. So after a long travel, now he reached the palace of the Archduke of Battenberg, and his appearance attracted everyone. Also, he wore a beautiful cap with 3 feathers on that cap. Now, when he reached at the entrance of the Archduke of Battenberg, the captain of the guards had actually insulted him. He called him as a person, as a loafer. That means loafer is a person who avoids work and spends their time idly. So, he actually insulted, he was riding in his donkey. So, he insulted him and his donkey. He said that they does not have any place for the loafers like him. And also, he insulted his appearance and called him that he looked like a skeleton. So, the first paragraph now dealt with the appearance of the Tile and what actually happened to him when he reached at the entrance of the palace. Now, let's move on to the second paragraph. The captain of the guards was a tall, well-built, red-haired man of about 25. He was handsomely dressed in his gold-braided uniform. Tile looked at him coolly and then dismounted from his donkey. He bowed low and said, "May God bless you, Sir Captain. If I look like a skeleton, it is not my fault. I am very hungry. I have come here because I am forced to. If you will be so good as to give me a piece of the gold cord that you wear on your coat, I will go and hang myself by the teeth on that last leg of mutton that I see hanging in that butcher's shop." So, in the first paragraph, we have seen about the Tile and his condition and how the captain of the guards had insulted him. Now, coming on to the second paragraph, we are introduced to the captain. The physical appearance of the captain is described here, and also how Tile responded or replied to the captain's words. So here the captain is described as a tall, well-built, red-haired man of about 25. And also he was handsomely dressed in a gold-braided uniform. Now, Tile, even though the captain had insulted him this much, but he replied to the captain very politely and in a respectful manner. He started by giving a blessing for him, such as, "May God bless you." And the Tile replied that he doesn't come to the palace out of interest, but due to his situation. His situation forced him to reach the palace. That is, he is a wanderer and he's not that much a rich person. So he was traveling for a long time without having any food. He is extremely hungry. His hunger made him to reach the palace. So he requested to the guard that either the guard should allow him to enter the palace or the guard should give the gold cord in his coat. There is a gold cord in his coat. Cord means a thin flexible string or rope made from several twisted strands. And why he asked for that gold cord means he could exchange it in a nearby mutton stall and he could get a leg of mutton in order to satisfy his hunger. He actually reached the palace not out of interest or not out of the interest to watch the palace, but he reached there because he needs some food or some money in order to buy some food. His hunger made him to reach the palace. So he asked the guard either to give him an entry into the palace or to give him the gold cord in his coat so that he could go to the mutton stall to buy a leg of mutton. Here that means a butcher's shop. Butcher is a person whose trade is cutting up and selling meat in a shop. So have you understood the second paragraph? In the first paragraph, we have dealt with the situation of child, and in the second paragraph, we are introduced to the physical characteristics of the captain and how the child replied to the captain's words. Okay, so the rest we can take in the next class. Thank you.